All week, we've been learning behind-the-scenes details of the Trump presidency from the new tell-all Team of Vipers by former Trump staffer and newborn baby with full set of chompers, Cliff Sims. Cliff Sims is going to be our guest on Monday, and I am looking forward to it because there's some juice in here, okay? A lot of the information in the book is upsetting and frightening, but luckily, some of it is just delightfully dumb. Like this story when representatives from Disney went to the White House to capture Trump's voice for his animatronic figure in the Hall of Presidents. Trump had an unusual request. Trump wanted his robotic likeness to tell Disney-goers that Americans invented the skyscraper. How is that what you pick? For Pete's sake, Robot Lincoln does the Gettysburg Address, and you want your guy saying, "Before America, there were no penthouses to offer Vladimir Putin." And look, and giant gorillas had nothing to climb. Disney had just one small note on that request, saying Americans hadn't actually invented the concept of a skyscraper. It's just a taller building. Okay, but America did invent high fives, cheese in crust pizza, hot dog in crust pizza, and pizza in crust hot dogs. Thank you, Benjamin Franklin. We will find your real killer someday. And if you think that request was strange, just wait till you hear the logic behind it. He wanted to mention skyscrapers to remind visitors of his own career in real estate, saying, then, how about this? Then I could add a little, which of course, I know a thing or two about, right? Evidently not, because you thought we invented them. And that's not the only bizarre story in this book. Sims writes that back in 2017, Trump talked to a NASA administrator and said, "What's our plan for Mars?" The administrator explained to the president that by the 2030s, NASA would attempt a manned spaceflight. But is there any way we could do it by the end of my first term? Also, unrelated question, can you be subpoenaed in space? Are there space mothers? Are there? What if? NASA told him no, that's impossible. But Trump was willing to do anything to make it happen. But what if I gave you all the money you could ever need to do it? What if we sent NASA's budget through the roof, but focused entirely on that instead of whatever it is you're doing now? And what if, follow me here, what if we launched the rocket off a big, beautiful wall, and inside the rocket, Nancy Pelosi, or, as I call her, Nancy. And that wasn't the end. That wasn't the end. They love the new nickname. People love the new nickname, John. Nancy.
Like Nancy Wilson.
That wasn't the end of the odd behavior, evidently. Sims reports that just before calling the astronauts, Trump decided to stop in his white marbled bathroom for one final check in the mirror, smirked, and said to himself, "Space Station, this is your president." Yes, I am your space president. Pew, 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 pew. Hey, Princess Leia, Obi-Wan's not your only hope. What? Of course, a lot of great new ideas come from outside of Washington. This is not one of them. An Arizona state legislator has proposed a bill to fund the border wall through a tax on porn. You want to start the next American Revolution? Start taxing porn. As Patrick Henry once said, "Give me big naturals or give me death." The woman who wants to take away your porn is Arizona State Rep and exactly what you thought she'd look like. Gail Griffin. Even if her bill passes, it may not be enough because while Trump needs $5.7 billion for his wall, Arizona plans a tax of $20 but has only 7 million residents. That means to pay for the wall, every single Arizonan would have to look at porn 814 times. That could take hours. We got a great show